Hi there, I'm Ange, and to be honest, this hasn't been an easy video to film. Like the amount of times I've tried to film it and had to stop. Yeah. Um. So I'm gonna keep it brief and probably not be revealing a lot of details because nobody wants the pity crying party. Yeah. This is basically why I disappeared from YouTube for 6-7 months. Yeah, which is bad of me. But there's reasons which I'm about to briefly get into. Um, Basically, like most people, 2020 gave us a good kicking in the box. And I mean, yeah, everybody had like the pandemic related lockdowns and tears and stuff to deal with. And I mean, I was struggling with that already. But then, like, okay, let's just break it down. Um, like, basically, since I posted the last video, not only have I had like deaths to deal with, and yes, that is multiple, I've attended way too many funerals and memorials. Um, Former work colleague died, a couple of family members died, one of my friend's kids died who I was also quite close to, older friend, but the kid was sort of my age. So yeah, so been feeling kind of bummed out and down about that, and it feels weird not being able to have proper closure because obviously funeral numbers have been limited, so I wasn't able to go to all of them. So feels sort of like it's hanging in a sense because like didn't get a chance to do them goodbyes. Like said goodbye in my own way obviously, but not being able to like goodbye properly. So there's been that, and then as you may know, I have mental health issues, multiple. Just add a new one. So I've talked about having depression in the past and anxiety. I also got OCD, and yeah, so like part of that mental health treatment was like having routines and stuff in place, but obviously with the pandemic and lockdowns happening, that sort of all got broken up, and especially being on the autistic spectrum, I didn't deal well with that. I like having routines and I don't like surprises, and 2020 was just one big surprise in a way, and not of the good kind. But yeah, so my mental health spawned off. Was getting counselling for it, but like CBT, and it was helpful in some regards, but in most regards it wasn't for me. So I'm back on the waiting list for something that might help. But in addition to that, been having some medical problems of a delicate nature, she says, putting it politely, since pretty much when I posted the last video that wasn't New Year's Eve. And so doctor has been wonderful, and let's big up the NHS for this because they pretty much kept me alive. But had boatload of tests, and we've now ruled out what it isn't, but we still don't know what it is. I suspect doctor might have a clue when I speak to him next, because I did get a phone call like last week saying doctor does need to speak to you about your latest test results. So I'm hoping when I speak to him on Tuesday there's like a diagnosis, which would be nice. I mean, like out of all of the potentials, None of them sound particularly great, but it'd be nice to have some answers to the things of a delicate nature, shall we say, putting it politely. So yeah, but part of it was making me very tired and like having stomach pains. Like, I mean, there were dull stomach pains, but it was enough to sort of like, alongside everything else, make me like basically just do the bare essentials to get through the day and to keep myself and like the ladies that I look after alive, and do the basic hygiene and like make the house not a pigsty. But other than that, my energy was just gone. So, and I suppose it was also a lack of inspiration as well. I mean, like, yes, a lot of my videos are of this nature, just talking to a camera, but I just didn't have the inspiration. I didn't have the energy. I'm dealing with all of this stuff, plus like stuff I can't talk about to protect like the privacy of other people. But let's just say it was all very stressful. Like this other stuff that I can't talk about because I haven't got their permission to. And it was just like this swamp that I couldn't get out of, and I'm feeling a bit better now and a bit more hopeful because, you know, the world doesn't seem like as big of a dumpster fire anymore. But like on top of all of that, like I haven't seen my partner since forever, and it's all just making me very sad and uninspired and just not have the energy or anything. So yeah, that's the explanation really. The fact that I'm posting this does mean that I do intend on coming back to YouTube. I am aiming for one video a month, especially since university has now started back up, and I'm doing a subject that is completely new to me this year. I'm doing psychology as part of my open degree, and I've never done it before, but I understand there's a lot of maths, so I'm figuring that's probably going to be pretty stressful as well. Like, why do I do this to myself? But anyways, it should be fun. But yeah, I have started filming another video, and it is like a bit of a project. So where was I going with this? Oh yeah, so coming back to YouTube. So I'm aiming for one video a month, and I'm aiming to be posting it on the last Sunday of the month. I will update the about me section as well. Don't have a set time in mind because life, but there will be a video coming up at some point on the last Sunday of each month. Touchwood, fingers crossed. But yeah, anyways, I just didn't want to post like random video without an explanation, and yeah, so that's been it basically. Like, life sucked, and then life sucked some more, and life kept on bringing the suck into 2021. But you live and learn, hopefully. I mean, I'm making it sound pretty terrible. I mean, there was some bright spots, but mainly it was avalanche of poop. Anyways, I have been Ange, and I will see you next month. And to give a bit of a hat preview, it is me attempting to glow myself up because obviously I have neglected myself. Self-care was not a priority, and you can tell. Anyways, yeah. So I've been Ange. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. If you're not a subscriber already, maybe just click that subscribe button, and I will see you next time.